Everything you need to prepare for a luxury wedding. A lavish wedding requires two things. Firstly, remember that setting is everything. It won't only be the professional wedding photographs that record the equation. Every visitor has a smartphone with a camera on it. Second, put together an occasion where all visitors can relax and have some fun. A significant occasion can set a trend that continues until the end of your wedding life, making an activity that will continue into your special first night, orientation and cover parties, birthday celebrations and occasions. So here are all the things you need to make sure for a luxury wedding. Number 1. Shopping for wedding rings. Choosing the right stone and cut is very important when searching for wedding rings. To understand the 4 C's of jewels, which are the quality attributes of precious stones, you should be familiar with the cut style, the clarity, the carat weight and the shade of precious stones. If you wish to have precious stones on your ring, you should be familiar with them. Number 2. Decisions about venues of your wedding. There is a considerable amount of responsibility placed on the setting for your wedding, and it ought to be given thoughtful consideration. In addition to having an appealing space that matches your taste, it is imperative that your guests are comfortable during dinner and have lots of space to dance. You'll also have to ensure you have sufficiently large setting for the number of guests you are expecting at your wedding. Number 3. Food and entertainment services for your wedding. After you have served the setting, you could contact a few photographic artists, flower vendors and DJs to complete the designs for engaging your visitors on an extraordinary day. It is important to try the cake before your wedding so you can get the perfect cake. For a pastry chef from a bed kitchen to make your wedding cake and to make sure that it is completed on your big day, an extraordinary arrangement would be required. Number 4. Special diet and exercise programs for future brides and grooms. Your wedding should be the most joyous day of your life, so you should look and feel your absolute best. You would prefer not to stress over seemingly insignificant details like inclination, swelled, or your dress not fitting right. You will have a photographer taking pictures that will be shared and treasured for a really long time. Prior to their weddings, many ladies and grooms choose to work on their appearances using an extraordinary diet and exercise routine. It is possible to rely on expert guidance to develop quality feasts that are planned according to your exceptional preferences while abstaining from excessive food consumption and practicing before your wedding with modified dinner plans. Number 5. Decisions about your wedding party. The individuals from your wedding party can be rapidly supplanted with another companion or relative on the off chance that a bridesmaid or groomsman can't make it, while you are additionally associating with individuals from the wedding party at extraordinary snacks and suppers. You can look for dresses for bridesmaid, tuxedos for groomsmen and dresses for a wedding. Your future life partner can gain some valuable experiences with your companions at the unstitched male party, the Lawn Ranger party and the practice dinner. Number 6. Focus on fun for your wedding. There should be no rush at your wedding. Your guests should enjoy the experience of sharing your extraordinary day with you. If you're hosting an enormous gathering of visitors, you may encounter some difficulties. For example, insufficient seating or insufficient food. You ought to request that a companion be liable for rapidly resolving any issues that could burden your visitors. And lastly, enjoy sharing your wedding with your guests. Your visitors would be able to move around and hear some entertaining stories with practically no contentions if certain extraordinary people control the issues. Your wedding guests should be seated in a comfortable chair while listening to your favorite music, eating delicious food and watching you share your happiness with each individual at your wedding party. They should also be able to stand by while listening to your number 1 song.